environment and social amenities with GNPC Foundation. We printed out our projects for Western region to speed up this presentation. Benedict. Thank you. So, without much ado, um, we are from GNPC, as already stated, and that's the Ghana state-owned company for exploration of oil activities and production. And in order to promote and ensure that we impact lives, at least every Ghanaian in one way or the other is able to enjoy something little for our oil revenues. At GNPC Foundation, we are the main arm of our corporate social responsibility, and we do this through three pillars. We have education and training. We have economic empowerment, and we have environment and social amenities, which I'm the head. So I'll quickly rush through, and then we'll take it from there. This is just focusing on Western region but we go across all 16 regions in Ghana. So unlike E and I, we are everywhere. We try to, if it's not a structure, it's a scholarship or a training, economic empowerment of in the pardon, not only Western region, yes, please, all 16 regions. It has been before the foundation established in 2017, as you can see, 18 classroom block, 6 unit classroom blocks at the ICT Center for Methodist JHS at Halverson. I'll just mention a few. Another at Bozukaku, and then the rest. So these are the before and after Salvation Basic, and then the rest that we've helped in education in Halverson, Azim Girls 18 units. Now, at economic empowerment, what we do is these are, should I call it the non-formal sector, where we train artisans and fisher folks. Artisans, not like, should I call them apprentice or novice, but these are people who have already started and probably don't have a startup kit or don't know how to, what we call soft skills, like access to market, access to finance, access to bookkeeping and stuff like that. So we partner with NVTI, and we take them through some interviews and exams. Then finally we graduate them, and for instance, if it's a hairdresser, you take what's it called, a washing basin, a hair dryer. If it's a welder, we give you the toolkit or a toolbox after the exam. If you pass, I think since we started, there's been only one person who couldn't make it, a dressmaker. As you can see in the Western region, when it comes to artisanal skills, we've trained 262. Just wait for the regional minister to take his seat. Okay, thank you. And then this year, they are yet to train about 400 of those in food safety, quality assurance, production for international market, branding, marketing, and bookkeeping. About, I think, 2-3 weeks ago, they had 700 fisher folks training in modern fishing methods, improving in fishing quality, health and safety, savings and investment, pre-mix smuggling and the scarcity of it and all. And for Western region, this is the distribution. For dressmaking, it's 118 so far. Hairdressing, 52. Masonry, about 6. And bakery, welding, cookery, aluminum fabrication, spray, makeup, and all. Then these are the districts, all the districts that we've been present in artisanal artisans training skills. This is part of the graduation we had in 2019, late 2019. After graduation, they take their certificates and then the startup tools I talked about. And this is some part of the exams that they were going through. Our former CEO, Dr. Sapon, there. And then this is to do with their dressmaking and oil, what's it called, soap making training and sewing and other stuff that we do. And education and training as well. We have, should I say, the infrastructure bit, which comes under me. That's the classroom blocks, dormitories, and then science labs. Then we have the other side that is capacity building, and then awards of scholarships. We give postgraduates, which is PhD and masters, and undergraduates as well. Then we sponsor some lecturers in the universities, UMAT, and all to build their capacity. And we've conducted one STEM quiz. We're hoping to do some very soon, but that was in Accra within the Western region. Last year, we had our first maiden career fair at TTU as well, which was very successful. Um, Regarding the dormitories and classroom blocks, monodexers, and all, I'll give the background. Then this is the breakdown of scholarships that has been awarded since 2017. For this year, we just finished, I think, 1,300 about a week ago. And then specifically, Western region, 2017-2018, 178 students, 2018-2019, 300 students, 2019-20, 416, and then 2020-2021, 240 for Western region. And then these are the breakdown of the beneficiaries according to the MMDAs, as you can see there, for the cohort 4. Was what's it called? When we had some students at the head office. And then the STEM quiz, and still the STEM quiz pictures. And then under environment and social amenities, which falls under me, we have about 19 classroom blocks in the Western region, and almost about half, more than half of them has been completed since 2018. And you go to Boho, Dabuase, Juraman, we are everywhere. And that's, yes. Then we have Dabuase, Akono, and then Juram, and some furniture we have there. With sanitaries, we have 17 sanitaries across the region, and then astroturfs. Some have completed, and some are under construction. Yes, it will be done soon. So these are some of our astroturfs, as you can see. Benedict, keep going. With the sanitary, is before and after some of the pictures. Uh, that's how bad they were, and then after completion. With the dormitories, we have Nkrofo under construction. School for the Deaf has been completed, and then there's been projects we did, um, like furniture supply, construction of markets, a dining hall at a CMR, and then hostels. And that's with boreholes. We have 66 on your sheet, but it's only 62. We had to take off 4 because he couldn't complete them and then seek a refund for our monies. Most have been completed in the Western region. Pardon? That means there are 2 there. Or maybe it's attached to a forest junction. Or they should, let me see. It's only 1. Okay, I'll correct that here. So these are some of the boreholes. So that's it for Western region. Thank you. If you have any questions.
Wow. Just as you said, do you
Yes.
have any questions? Look at the number of hands that are up. Um, this one I am going to allow. So let me see how many. So I have one, two, three. It's the time. It's the time we have. Okay, I'll try to see if we can allow, but please make it quick and snappy so we can hurry up and get it done. So let me start with my brother at the back. Yes, Michael.
Thank you very much. My name is Michael Otu from Takwa and Swahili. Please, looking at the artisan work, uh, I just look at the things that you have done so far, but looking at Western region, I can see that the figures is very low as compared to the other regions.
Where did you get that of the other regions?
What you just projected.
Benedict,
So
go
if you
back
can
and
go
let me
back.
see.
No, no, the artisan.
Mind you, they go through interviews. So depending on how.
Because what I'm trying to say, because the GNPC is what do you call it? The thing is in Western region. We are benefiting, but if you look at what other regions are benefiting from Western region, it means that it look as if most of the focus is in the other region more than Western region. No, no, go back. No, no, the table, the region here.
Okay, it's
No, no,
it's
no.
a
Yes. So, so you look at Western region, it's 262. Central region 336.
yes.
Ashanti region 400 and which
Okay,
is very bad.
okay. Um,
Because when regional minister was talking this morning, he made mention of about this entrepreneurship business. So it is this same vein that or this same medium that we can equip the youth. But it look as if that we that the thing is from Western region, we are not benefiting it more than the other regions.
okay. Um, it's good you pointing out. We'll do something about it.
Even
No, it has to be done, isn't it? I can only apologize and then we take it from there.
because I believe as and the last thing too I want to add it is not about yours, but generally what I've observed is that we have planned this program for us in 4 days what do you call it, conference. But it look as if when people raise up their hands, it is only three people who are talking. It means that I'm talking to my MC. Sorry, I just want to use this medium. Most of the people gathered here want to share their ideas for the betterment of Western region. But it look as if every session is only three people who are talking. It means that we will finish this whole conference and people will go back home without not sharing any ideas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we'll go in here.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm Professor Yakubu Isaka from the UMAT School of Railways and Infrastructure Development, SICADO precisely. Yes. Good to see the projects within the Western region, and definitely there's a need to invest more within the region. One of the area I have seen, I've not seen clearly is investment in areas like tools manufacturing center within the Western region. If GNPC can look at that, where you establish a tools manufacturing center where we can manufacture basic tools for the hospitals, etc., so that the youth can get employment. Another one has to do with investment in the area of smart systems and robotics. In fact, the next or the current generation where we are moving is typically the digital economy. So investment in smart systems in our school, if we build the blocks and we don't incorporate smart and robotic systems where we train our people in this area, in fact, if we are able to develop this sector, A lot of our people will move away from Galamsey because that is where the money is. So that is the area I want us to look at within the Western region. Typical specialized welding and fabrication centers, smart one, established, and the people here will have enough jobs to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I respond to that? I should wait.
Can I take a last one, then
Okay.
you can respond to it?
My name is Nana Etiakrade II, Chief of Jura Banso. First of all, I'm of the opinion that those who are put in charge to execute this project, most of them are not indigenous. That's one of the reasons why things do not go to the rightful places. Jura, for instance, in my east, I can see clearly that because maybe we don't have anybody at the top there, that's why it will be neglected. You only mentioned Juraman. When I check, the project is not completed. Now, I will tell you, I'm not ashamed to tell you that GNPC, the Adamus, the ENI, whatever we have, the Talo or whatever we have, the gas pipeline, all those things are running through Jura. But I can tell you, I'm telling you, my boss is here. I don't have public toilet. I have population of 20,000 in Jura Bansu. No public toilets. The network was off. It was only last week through the help of the regional minister. It is back. The list, the government school, the class with the least number is 73 in the class. Supposed to be divided into two. I found out, and per government standard, there should be 35 in the class, but the list is 23. So I'm pleading that if it will be possible, going forward, instead of we coming for interview or whatever you are talking about, come to the field and find out what is the problem on the ground. And at least when you do that, you know that this is why this person, if care is not taken, Axim and other places, they will not need the team, but you will still be giving them, or you give them what they don't need. We at the interior or at the hinterland, we need those things, but they don't need them. So that's my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, can you respond to that? Then we take another set.
Yes, it's to do with Professor Isaka. We are developing our 5-year plan. Our new CEO brought up your ideas that henceforth we are looking at reducing the scholarships and maybe bringing up these, should I say, fabrication centers. Then we rather bring trainers to come and train people and then build their capacity. It's something that's in the pipeline that we are looking at. Then again, with regards to Juraman, our key stakeholders is the National House of Chiefs. So even though anybody can send in a request for whatever you think your people need and it will benefit them, there's the National House of Chiefs representatives that collate all that and says yes. No, like regional, those who come to the National House of Chiefs. No, I'm just saying the process. Maybe you are not aware. Okay. Okay. So they bring a list. Then we go do our basic needs and write our report to the board of trustees. Then if no, that's what I'm saying, that anybody can bring a request. Every Ghanaian. However, our key, like I'm saying, is that the regional of chiefs representatives will bring the list. It's because I don't have them here, but it's another way the main way we pick up these projects. But like I said, I've received requests from everywhere that we shortlist to the board, and they have a look at it after basic needs. Okay. 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 Yes.
region. Why can't you give us a quota? Let's say, though GNPC is for the whole country, but the Western region, you give you 40% or 50%. Because Ashanti gold is in Ashanti. And none of Westerners have enjoyed anything from Ashanti gold. But this is in Ghana.
In fact, Nana Kobananketia, we are very grateful to you for organizing this program. In fact, but for you organizing this program, some of these problems would not have come to the fore. In fact, and we are grateful that you've been able to call Westerners together. That it's about time we think about ourselves. That we live in a region where this thing has been happening to us. I know that there came a time that projects from the GNPC, which was supposed to go to contractors, were supposed to go to the STCI for them to actually look at it, and they actually contract people from the region, and they give this project to. At what point in time did they move from the STCI to get to the National House of Chiefs? And we have Western Regional House of Chiefs here. It breaks my heart, honestly. I'm very grateful. In fact, it calls on us that it's about time the Western region people we take our own destiny in our own hands. We have to correct certain things. Yeah, in unity, we need to correct certain things. Certain things cannot really continue to happen to us. It's not respect of GNPC. It's not respect of GNPC. But if we are supposed to allow all other people to also present, definitely the story wouldn't be different from what we're hearing. Perhaps GNPC's story may even be better than others. Why should we be in a region and this thing happens to us? Now, and I think we are not going to, let us not rest here. We need to just get a working team. Let us visit almost all the companies on our land to find out how many of our people are even represented. How many of them are working? How many of them are even in managerial positions to even speak on behalf of Western region? It is sad I find myself with GNPC, so certain comment I need to swallow. But for it, I would have voiced it. Oh, but this is just GNPC. What about the others? What about the others?
Thank you. So I think the last one, then you can respond to them.
Well, I think she shouldn't be taking the flag. She is just but a worker. I think, yes, but I think he shouldn't taking a flag. And also, one other thing is we should be careful not to talk about the other regions or other beneficiaries because we are not in competition with them. Let's talk about what belongs to us. No. Let's talk about what is due to us. Irrespective of Nana, we shouldn't mention, well, let's leave it. What I'm saying is that we shouldn't be comparing anything. We have to argue, let's argue on the basis of our case. Our reasoning is what will make us big. It is not the comparison to other regions, but the reasoning why we are more important is what matters. Not what somebody is being given, but the reason why. I think the problem, no, we can't, well, but I think, let me say this.
Hello, please, this shouldn't be an argument. This shouldn't be an argument at all. Early this year, these people came to NBSSI, came to Atlantic, and we're talking about the monies that were given to people. And then when the guy brought the raw data, we realized that even the people in Western region that applied was smaller. So even though I was complaining that we didn't get enough, their argument was that look at the list of people who applied. And the people who applied was not much, and therefore it didn't get a lot of the money. So sometimes it can also happen that this skill training, our own people did not present themselves for training. I'm coming. No, 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 no. Please let me finish. No, 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 no. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Excuse me. No, no. I agree with the sentiment we are all expressing, because when you look at the data on the sheet, it's like somebody has gotten more than you. But we should ask ourselves how many of our people, because this skills training, we started from Western region. When Ojao was president, that's when we started this skills training, even before other people decided to join in. And all the children that are trained go to the what do you call it, the trained skilled men. They go themselves and the names are picked. So if our children don't go for training, there's no way they'll pick them and also graduate them. So Nana, this thing is done every year. Every year, this skills training is done for GNPC. So we should also start identifying these people in our region, in our district and communities, and present them. The only problem I thought I had a problem was when he said they present the list to National House of Chiefs. I was like confused. I thought that yes, yes, and if it is the first time this is happening, I was thinking aloud. Maybe because Nanoja used to do this. Now that it's gone to national, he's picking the thing from national. It doesn't mean that that's the only route that we can get our list to them. So I believe that it's good that they have come to tell us how they are processed it. We should now take advantage of the process they have so that our children can get all the benefit that belongs to GNPC. Even recently, I went to Honorable Blay, GNPC chairman, and I told them that we cannot put the GNPC headquarters, operational headquarters here, and they will employ people from Accra. I went to Accra. I was going to Tama. I said it was in Accra. I should come to the office in Accra. I've discussed the same problem with the new managing director. And I've told him that I hear that you stayed in Efiokuma before. So don't make yourself a Accra boy and then do everything Accra. And I don't want a repeat of what happened with the GNPC Foundation itself. Because by the time we could say Jack on GNPC Foundation, they are not already finished recruitment. So I believe that we are all learning from our lessons. And like Honorable Joe Bedoasa said, let's ask for what belongs to us. That should be oblivious of the fact that somebody is getting what we are not interested. If we want 1,000, we should say we can present 1,000, train 1,000 for us this year. Next year, train 2,000 for us. We should have what we want. We should have our own vision of what we want, and let's ask for it. Because if we don't do that, we would disorganize the discussion. Does it mean that if people don't want 10, we also don't want 10? No, I don't think so. If we think that we have to train 2,000 young people in our district, in our traditional areas, we should know what we want and let's ask for it. When we start making the comparison, somebody will say somewhere and make the discussion different. That's why when I was coming to do some comparison about our politics, I said we shouldn't record me because I wanted to feel free and tell you what I know so that we can be guided and take a decision on how we also want to take our course on. So please, Madam there, she was just sent. If you want somebody to put pressure on you, we should put you to an area. Is that? Yes. So let's know what we want and take a firm decision that going forward from today, if we are not even taking the decision today, let's take it tomorrow. At least the other people will present. We'll see all the gaps in all their presentation, and then let's take a decision and then push on.
Let me yes. Let me finish. Let me finish. I think what I was saying before was cutting. You see, the problem that we are facing is bigger than the way we are trying to address it. It's a philosophical problem. It's a philosophical problem. The philosophy for the whole philosophy and concept of social corporate responsibility has something to do with the catchment area. It has something to do with catchment area. How society within a catchment area suffers as a result of our activity. That is why social corporate responsibility came from. How society in the catchment area suffers. So, this is what I'm saying. So, from a philosophy, GNPC should redefine their work. I heard you saying something like, we have to do everything for all Ghanaians to enjoy. That is not the philosophy of social corporate responsibility. GNPC, Ghana government of Ghana receives taxes, they receive oil money and everything. That is what is meant for Ghanaians to all enjoy. But your social responsibility for your catchment area is different. It is the question that this seeks to address is when there is an oil spill, which societies and communities will be affected more? That is the question that social corporate responsibility answers. It is not a tax. Companies pay taxes. They pay taxes, and taxes are not social corporate responsibility. They are enforceable. So companies' relationship with the government in terms of their taxes. When the company thinks that there is a place that they operate, which they create a social problem. Today, when Prof was talking, he mentioned something about the environmental issue, that even when we die, we end up in the environment. That is what you seek, you sought to do, that you have failed, or you've turned the philosophy down, upside down. Where you die, you'll be buried, is where your social corporate responsibility is.
No, Nana, we'll let you finish.
So,
but I want to help Minister small. Minister, you know that the Valco Trust Fund,
yes,
we have some of the money in Cape Coast. Okay. The budget of GNPC Foundation is also approved by Parliament. Okay. So I'm just putting this marks there so that you should know that if they decide to do everything Western region, your own MPs, they will single Western region out and decide to vote against it. That's why I want the debate to be our need, not comparisons. Because when we start doing the comparisons, the Ashantis who are about 47 in Parliament will say no. The Votarians will say no because we are not getting anything. The Central region will say no. And Ghana is a unitary state. It's not a federal state. So let's keep our discussion in the context of our need. If we start doing comparison, corporate social responsibility for a small area,
that's what it is.
Accra people in Parliament will tell you it's a unitary state. We won't approve it.
Then they should name it differently. Call it a different name. If you say it's a woman is a woman. That is what social corporate responsibility is. You can call it a different name. Then don't call it social corporate responsibility. Call it something else. Then it is not. Because when you define social corporate responsibility, the concept is a philosophical concept. It came from your commitment. You have a commitment to government through taxation. But you have a commitment to society that you are operating in, the community. That is where social corporate responsibility lies. And we can't redefine it. That is what it is. A woman is a woman. If Parliament on its own. So I'm saying that you can even do it with a quota. Parliament doesn't approve. When Parliament is making approvals, they don't approve money for for what this school, they don't approve projects. Parliament approves a fund, and the fund will be used not by Parliament dictating. The Parliament doesn't direct that you have to build 2 schools here and 4 schools here.
Minister,
If you want to,
when they go to committee meeting, they ask for details. And the details will show where the projects are.
These are Kobe.
Oh, he's still a minister. Once a minister, always a minister.
Yeah, but
once an honorable, always honorable.
No, but
once a teacher, always a teacher.
When it is after Parliament has approved the fund, that they even decide the project.
No.
So that, yes.
Oh no, they bring a minister.
No. Let me explain something.
At Parliament committee, they bring the list.
No. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Parliament approves when they approve it.
Oh, chiefs, you will talk. Chiefs, allow us. Chiefs, please allow us. No, we are not taking the floor. We just want to try a way to define the thing. So when it gets to the chiefs, they can shoot well. Otherwise, when they also shoot and it goes halfway, it's be difficult for us to continue. Chairman, I'll talk again. But Chairman, nice in your court.
Yeah. Hey, Chairman, let me wind up. Let me just wind up.
Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yes, let me wind up. When I mean, redefine your for existing. That is what you have to do. If you want to please everybody, you have to then put a quota system like Nana did. Make it a quota system. I think that she is just a messenger. This forum should make a resolution, should resolve that the quota must be reserved for the catchment area because of environmental and other reasons. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable.
Hello, Honorable Minister. Honorable Regional Minister. And Jacka say young Casabio. We didn't talk at all. You are the regional minister. But I don't about it. I see two problems. The first is that you are not even regarding GNPC is not even regarding our regional minister. Because if you have a problem with Western region, notify. Only number one. Number two, it is a great insult. You see that thing you put there, madam. What is your basis? You give Ashanti region 400 and Western region 200, and we should clap. No, madam. Thanks for the notification. At any level, we meet your management. That day, it will be the end of us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm asking for what I need. Yes, I'm asking for what I need. GNPC, you have been in our minds, on our lips, in Jura and Ajamoro. We always mention your name because our roads on contract, you are in charge. Since 2019, is it right? 2019, you've been in charge of our roads. Now, when we come closer, Honorable Minister, I'm talking. No, I said I'm on the floor. Honorable Minister will defend that you have no money. You are looking for money to come and continue. When? 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. You contributed to our fall, our losing our seat, because we promised the people that we were going to construct the roads. So please, this time around, we don't want to fail. So please come to our aid as early as possible. Regional Minister, I pass it through you. God bless you.
Madam, your address, chair. Looking at what is written on your paper, number 3. Do you have Dabuasi in Nzema East District? You don't have Dabuasi in Nzema East District. You don't have Dabuasi, but Dabuasi is has been stated here in Nzema East. Because when you are doing your counting and talking of projects done in assemblies, you will count it that you have done such a thing at Nzema East. But it's at Dabuasi. Then coming to another, the second, what is administrative? Which of the Inasia are you talking? Is at Nzema East? Check on your list in your list. Because you saying that you have done a lot for Nzema East, you have done that, but you have done. I wouldn't use the word practically nothing, but I would say you have done nothing. If I should have practically nothing, then we don't have it. Why do you do such a thing? You cannot tell me it was an oversight. It can never be oversight. Rather, it should be a downside, but no oversight. Coming around regards to where we are now and we are debating on. Even when you people are going to employ, even drivers, you go elsewhere. But in Western region, you have competent drivers. Let me use the word only drivers. So, with regards to the way you have been doing things, as some of the colleagues said, just because at the top, the managerial position over there, we don't have our people there, we don't have our men there, because in our local dialect there is a saying. Now, while I want about to go over there, I say, "Be you go over bun." On am the number one to go over nundi. Ya you bunu da ma ya wa chere. Why? Nanka wase mo onyam nunum no pepa ne se wo fom. Ade sia nando. Asemisa or not affecting. The best we can do to help the people of Western region is by going by quota. Because looking at any time you're going to give the scholarships, you have a number of people that you're going to. If people from the Asante region or other regions should at least have numerical strength, should have a lot of people as against the Western region, which of course we are here, but information doesn't get to us clear. You know, you have to go to the fishing areas and that. You don't do that. The way you do your destiny is very bad. What we are appealing, we are not appealing. It is of our right. And you should give us quota. You should give us quota. Write it down. You need to be given quota. You need to be given, even if it is 40. When Talo brought in their scholarship, do you know what we did? Initially, you never had it. We were in Accra, and I was representing the Western Regional Chiefs. At that time, it was not the national that you have to send your testing through. One at the meeting, I just called the vice president. I said, "Mr. Vice President, today is the day we come to. Do you have quota?" I said, "No. Let's go into the room." And at the end of the day, they agreed. And they gave us quota. After the quota, what is left? We are also Ghanaians. The quota doesn't mean when we are given the quota, you don't have the right to apply for what is meant for the country. Once you are Ghanaians, we can also apply. So if you apply and you get less, when we add it to our quota, people will not talk. So write down write it down. You need a quota system. Bye-bye.
Point nana ewreti brukusu or the amaye no. Ye pay a quota. Ye pay a quota. This is what we want. We want our quota. Send 100% to cry. You pay 50%. You be fighting for it. You pay 50% of whatever you meant for the head. See, the voter basin, votarian basin, voting. How many Westerners have they employed there? You see, Mama ye can some Mama Yan candy ye fire who voting. And you voting regional. One more year who juma. Mama Yan go bisa say Westerners and the Yafa or so among your juma. Bibi any ya home. As if say ye yan go school. Oil and gas by yena obika yeno. Ye nkola na kosuku e wo wiase nyina ye kuta certificate ni nyina enso ye kwa say mo de mo nkosuku nso da bia nso ye fa nipa da bia ye fa nipa wo GNPC fa dwuma wo talo ye fa dwuma wo ha enso ye ma no de kura ye sremo enibri so asem ne ye kan na ye nde pa se sa enhyedi we abaso enem ye nyina ye hu de tuam nana ye da ase nana nketia foundation ye da ba ase emso obi susui afi bia mam ye nhia ye hu de companies no wo mo ye ama ye wo Ghana ha na ye beti eda bi ye kwa kotia elembre ye fense tradition council ye wo mo meeting ye ko mo musika 2000 ni akomo obi 10 million na edi atemdidie no eno no aya atemdidie kese pa obi de onya 10 million no obi de onya 200 cedis ade asema ndi mo ye mo de mo nya ne ye na efe ye ni abre yesi ye nya yi namba hwe no na ye ba mo so
Yo, medas. Na che. Na nanom mesre. Ya mashme ya correction wo. Eyidu. Eba. Dormitory sa. Number 1. Also, school dormitory. Secondary school for the deaf. Mpocho wo shama. Onye STMA. Shama. Yanem kitado. Coming back to the projects that you do, we have every MMDAs, they have 4-year development plan. They know projects that they want to do for their districts and their areas. Why don't you liaise with them and then know the project so that you can support them instead of going merry-go-round. You understand? You do, but you didn't say it. Sanity. What I'm saying is, they have 4-year development plan. Partner with them. Sit down, round table. Then they will give it to you. What you can afford, you give them money, and then they do it. Then they put your name on it. Everybody knows that GNPC has done this. Hippie by baby, a hippie ball.
Thank you. Can
So
I
want to
respond
respond? Yes,
quickly?
before the
I
other
think
set of
there's
questions come.
I don't know, maybe you didn't get me right or I didn't speak well. We are key stakeholders, like I said, is the chiefs. Now, I did state that anybody, any Ghanaian can apply. For instance, when it comes to the educational bit for scholarships, it's a portal that is opened and we advertise and they apply and they are shortlisted. The postgraduates are interviewed, the undergraduates. No, I know, I'm coming. I want to do all three thematic areas. So with that is nationwide. With our projects, yes, our main key stakeholders are the National House of Chiefs. But like I said, I've had MMDAs, I've had maybe a traditional ruler or an opinion leader who sends in a request. So it's not just limited to what National House of Chiefs sends to us. No, I need to explain it, please, because I'm getting this feedback that it's as if we just carry on and do. We don't do that. We even get anybody from MPs, from DCEs, from it could be a student who's even applying on behalf of his community. With the economic empowerment artisanal bit, that's why I said we liaise with the MMDAs. So they go within their districts and then pick whoever they think is good in dressmaking and this, that, and they bring it in and then they shortlist them and train them. But thank you very much. All the feedback I've noticed
Nana
and written them down.
Thank you
I'll
very
send
much.
it back to management.
Nana Mpocho, mpede ya shebibinso. This program is very well planned. Yama woye presentation so that we get to know what they are doing right, what they are not doing right. We shouldn't get angry at this stage. You note, Pocho, let's note all the areas that will inform us of how you package what we go and put before them. To say we are saying they should give us quota, they should give us this. Maybe we know not your quota and pay. So let's have patience. Let's see all the loopholes, the areas where we can, make our case. And then it will inform us to make a proper case. We will discuss it in detail. And there are best practices. There are best practices elsewhere we can learn from. Thank you very much. But mama too emotional at this stage. Ochina ne ebe e yinankasa. Then then we will see where the areas are the attack.
Madam, good evening. You are hot, eh?
Oh, I'm fine.
Don't worry, it shall be well.
I've seen worse.
Yes. I mean, I just want to ask a very simple question. Oh, my name is Isaac Dasmani. Yes, MC for Pristia Honey Valley. I want to find out whether GNPC, you have project monitoring team. And what kind of report did they bring it to you? And what follow-up do you normally do? Because I have projects, I have one school at Infantic Chrome that has been abandoned for 4 years. My AstroTurf, I mean, every day I'm in the news. For over 4 years now. Pristia, I'm sure you know, Pristia, what is going on. So if you have project monitoring team, you have contractors that, even assembly at our level, if we give a contract to somebody, within a year you don't go, I move forward, I terminate it, repackage it, and give it to another contractor. But 4 years, even the one at Infantic Room, they even put the roof members on it. It was left with just the roofing sheet. Now everything is rotting. The contractor is nowhere to be found. And you don't even come to the assembly to tell us that this is the contractor. So that in case there's anything, we can easily call the contractor to come in. I think what Nana Hima said, we have a lot of funds like DDF that we used to do project. So if it is just one project that you can fund, just give us the money, transfer the money to the assemblies so that we will package it. The regional minister will sign. Then even if it is beyond my quota, so that you can come around and monitor your projects. Because the DDF, most of the time, they come around their project that they've given us funds to do. They come around with a team to monitor the project. So if the district I refuse to do it, maybe the following year, you don't give me the fund. So that at least we get the equitable. Now, all that we are talking about here is equity. And none of them are not getting, I don't know whether the foundation is also in charge of the social corporate responsibility. Yeah. Because I see the GNPC as more of national. But then you are coming from here. When you come here, we have companies, mining companies, they have their catchment areas. And that is where they do their project, priority. Before they even go and then go first, before they go and sponsor, what do you call it, Blasters, they have already built a stadium in Takwa. And that is exactly what Nananum are talking about. So please, just make sure that within the catchment area, your presence are felt. Thank you very much.
Can I quickly respond to that? We do have a project consultant. We do have a monitoring evaluation team that goes around. Now, with the abandonment of projects, it's an issue of funding for some of them. And no. With those that they have abandoned, that's why we are not even staying on, because we are repackaging them like you said. We've done our monitoring and we've repackaged, we're looking at repackaging them for those that we know are good contractors to be re-awarded. Some have been done already in the west, and the central and the northern regional parts. You know, with COVID, we're really affected, and still, and mind you, our production levels have really gone down as well. So it's something that we are doing. So thank you for pointing out it's on the table that we are re-awarded. And I'm surprised because anytime we come for any of some sort, we do contact the MMD. So I don't know where that bit is coming from. We do.
Okay, we'll take one more and we'll bring this session to an end.
Madam, nananom amahin for akasa bebre, but mekita
social responsibility ne definition ɛwɔ ha. Mekita ne definition ɛwɔ ha. Na asɛm a ɔreka nyinaa meka no fante ne nyinaa yɛate ne yie. Ma ɔreka nye dɛ ɔyɛ dɛ wo individual company na operate wɔ nipa na asase do no ɔnyɛ nhyɛ o. One decide the may ade the madi the madena may no obey impact the lives of Nkofuna may operate on their land. Nkofuna operate on their land, not the nation. I don't need na. It belongs to us. We don't share it with anybody. It belongs to us. Unless all the Amahan and Ulamo here who assure me that they will also arrange so that we go first and take our share there. Because we have not seen any project or any social responsibility from Go First in Western region here. I was shocked when I was in Ashanti region and I saw AstroTurf. You always pass Agunan Quanta. You know we don't even have football pitch. You built AstroTurf. Asante. Why? Why could this happen? Yes, Rawan. We are not sharing it with anybody. It belongs to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very, very much. I don't know if you have anything else to say at this juncture, a response, or you are done.
Just to thank them, and then I'll sure send the feedback to management. Do I'm also management.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give our